Welcome. Today we're going to be smoking some chickens. I like to give that smoke flavor a little bit to all of our meals that we use our chicken for. We can use tacos, we can use it for burritos, many different salads and stuff like that. So we're going to smoke some chickens today. I hope you enjoy it. It's not much really to smoking. Once you get the hang of it, it's like anything, it requires a little bit of practice. And hopefully you can get some tips today and enjoy some smoked chicken. Okay, here we go. I have the grills for the smoker, and what I'm going to do actually to those is I'm just going to spray them with some cheap butter spray, and just to kind of give them a little bit make it easier for me in the future to clean them off. And I usually just throw them in the dishwasher after that, and they come really clean. Here's our chickens right here. I've cleaned them out, took all the guts out of the inside. I put some seasoning salt on there, some garlic salt on there also, and they're pretty much ready to go into the smoker. I usually do 2 or 3 chickens at a time, and that way I am ready for future meals. And I usually put them in a Ziploc bag and throw them in the freezer when I'm done, and then pull them out as I need them. And I also got the gizzards and the liver and the heart. There, I'm going to smoke that also, and maybe just have that as a little snack. So we're going to go ahead and get those going into the smoker here very shortly, and we'll be right back. And here's the smoker. We've got it warming up right now. I usually like to let it get nice and warm, probably close to the desired temperature in the 200 range. And I've got some chips down at the bottom down in there. You can see, I'll open up this bottom tray. You can see they're already starting to smoke. So I usually put in a couple handfuls of chips. I'm going to put some water in the water tray there, just to apply moisture. And you see that this, I've used the smoker quite a lot, and it really has that sit all over the inside. I've sprayed the trays. They're ready to go, and so we're going to go ahead and close this up and let it get to desired temperature. I'm going to get some water, and it should be right up in the 200 range here shortly. Okay, so I'll be back with you in a few minutes. It's okay. I've got some water here to put inside the tray. You can see that smoke's really starting to bellow out of there really nicely. I'm going to go ahead and put some water in the tray here, just about a glass full, and we'll go ahead and continue to let that heat up. We've got about 150 already, so we're getting very close to putting the chickens in. Okay, so it's been about 15 minutes or so. It's getting very close to the 200 range. I like to let it get right up there, so we're going to give it a little bit more time. It usually takes about 30 minutes, 30-45 minutes, something like that, to get up to temperature. And depends how cold it is outside, obviously, and that's another reason why I like to let it get up to temperature. Once you put the chickens in there, it is going to cool off just a bit. So the hotter it is initially, the less it will cool off once you put the chickens in there and get them going. Okay, so we're going to give this a few more minutes. Okay, we've got here about 225 degrees, so we're just about good to go. We're going to go ahead and put the chickens in the smoker at this time. Oh yeah, looking good, looking good. 2 shelves. I put my little additives there, little gizzards and livers in a little aluminum foil thing. We're smoking real good. Our water is nice and warm, so it's not going to cool things off. We'll go ahead and close her up and see how the chips are doing. Chips are good. We got enough chips in there for about maybe 45 minutes or so. So that's one thing you're going to have to make sure that you. Oh, let me just say, look at the temperature did drop a little bit while I had that open, obviously. So we want to make sure that we let that, it'll get back up to temperature real quick, because the whole unit is really hot. But you're going to have to put chips in there about every hour. You want to check it. You're going to put about a handful of chips in there. This is probably going to smoke for about, couple 2-3 hours, about 3 hours altogether. I think I'm going to let these guys go, so we'll be back. All right, let's check our chips. It's been about 40 minutes now or so, Yeah, they're looking pretty good still. Getting pretty close to getting, needed some to add, so you can see that they burn right at the middle. And I have this pan sitting right on the heating element. I don't know if you can see it underneath there, but it's right on the element to make sure that I get my tray as hot as I can. And I got a piece of aluminum foil in there just to kind of collect all the ash and stuff. So we'll be moving that around a little bit. Also, we're using apple chips today. Apple's really good, a subtle type of a chip for chicken, and it's not too bitter, not too bitey, I would say. And our chickens are looking pretty good. They're starting to change color a little bit, so we're going to keep those in there. I don't want to lower our temperature too much, so we'll let that go. Alright, now it's been about 3.5 hours. I let it go a little bit longer. As you can see, our chickens are looking absolutely fabulous. Now I'm going to show you this piece of chicken leg right here. It's just really loose and it wants to just fall off the bone, so I'm not going to pull it off, but I'm going to go ahead and pull these out and get them in this pan right here. So bear with me just a moment. Man, look at that. It is absolutely fabulous. I can't wait to try some of that. Got the chickens in. It looks like they came out fabulous. Like I said, it was about 3.5 hours. We're going to let them rest for a little while, and then I will go ahead and take and package them up, and they'll be ready to go for our next meal. Okay, thanks for joining us today, and stay tuned for the next one. Bye.